We've all heard stories about how wealth can corrupt someone, but what if the real danger is actually a kind of poverty of the spirit? Today, we're going to unpack a classic fable by Idries Shah called The Rich Man and the Monkey. And trust me, it's a story that completely flips our whole idea of what it means to be rich. And it all starts with this one simple question. It's the engine that drives this entire fable. We might think we have a pretty good handle on the answer, right? Well, this story is about to challenge everything we think we know about money and happiness. So, every great story needs a great setup. And this one begins with two characters who seem like they're from completely different worlds, or at least that's how it looks at first. So this is where we begin. On one side, you have a man who is defined by everything he owns, and on the other, a monkey who is totally defined by everything he lacks. This isn't just a setup. You see, this is the core tension that's about to drive the whole story. And it's the monkey who really gets the ball rolling. He doesn't just see the man's wealth. He sees it as a personal injustice. And he decides he's going to do something about it, face to face. This moment right here is the spark that lights the fuse. So he walks right up to the rich man and hits him with this almost accusatory question. He's not just asking for a handout. Notice that. He's challenging the man's entire awareness of the world, maybe even how fair the world is. And then the monkey just unleashes this massive list of all the things he doesn't have. But here's what's so fascinating. His list isn't really about his own needs. It's a perfect point-by-point mirror of what the rich man possesses. This isn't just a complaint. It's a portrait of pure, unfiltered envy. And he wraps it all up with this incredibly final statement. To the monkey, wealth isn't just a part of life, it's everything. The lack of stuff has become his entire identity. Now, you'd probably expect the rich man to just, brush him off, or maybe toss him a coin. But that is not what happens. The monkey's words hit a nerve, and they trigger something really deep inside him, a totally unexpected moment of self-reflection. So as the monkey is listing all the things he doesn't have, the rich man starts taking his own mental inventory. He pictures his amazing house and his incredible carriage and that huge library, all the things that are the symbols of his success, the very things the monkey wants so desperately. His savings, his custom-made furniture, his endless fields, it all just flashes through his mind. And then, bam, the devastating realization hits him. As he lists every single thing he owns, he understands that none of it makes him happy anymore. Not one bit. In that instant, the monkey's envy acted like a mirror, and it showed the man his own profound emptiness. What the rich man does next is just completely out of left field. He doesn't just feel sad about it. He takes immediate, drastic action that is about to flip this entire story right on its head. The man's reaction is just so swift and absolute. It happens in 3 steps. First, he's just overcome with this shame for his hollow, meaningless wealth. Second, he doesn't hesitate. He goes straight home. And third, the final move. He signs every single thing he owns over to the monkey. And just like that, it's done. The transfer is complete. The monkey, who literally moments ago had nothing, is now one of the wealthiest creatures around. And the man, who had everything, is now the one left with nothing. So, what does the monkey do with his newfound fortune? Well, his response is absolutely chilling. There's no thank you, there's no sympathy. He instantly adopts the language of power, dismissing the man who gave him everything as just some impoverished fool. Okay, so what in the world just happened here? This shocking ending is where we find the fable's real message. And it's not just about money, not really. It's about our nature, our perspective, and the incredibly corrupting influence of status. I mean, just look at this. It's an instant and total transformation. The monkey goes from complaining to commanding, from pleading his case to just dismissing people. The really key insight here is that the world didn't change, only the monkey's status in it. His entire identity was completely remade the second he got rich. So in the end, the story really shows us that wealth is just a state of mind. Both of them, the man and the monkey, were deeply unsatisfied in their own way. The man had everything but felt empty. The monkey had nothing and was just eaten up by wanting. Getting the stuff didn't fix the monkey's character. It just put its flaws under a microscope. The real poverty for both of them was that endless, gnawing desire for something else. Which brings us right, Bart, to that first big question. If this fable teaches us anything,
It's that real wealth has almost nothing to do with what you own. So the question for us isn't just what makes a person rich, but maybe more importantly, what are you already rich in?